Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my stupid podcast that probably no one's going to listen to. If you haven't clicked away already, welcome. This is the No Regerts Podcast, and why do I call it that? It's because I saw someone that had a tattoo once with no regrets, but it was spelled wrong. Sorry, that was my dog eating in the background, caught me off guard. But I was like, if I had that tattoo, I would for sure wear it with no regrets. So I like saying no regrets, and yeah. And just to get this out of the way, I'm not a kid. I'm actually a 30-year-old man, even though I sound like I'm 12. Science tells me that short vocal cords are the cause of the sound of my voice. My voice is actually kind of lower than it normally is right now, just because I just woke up. So, and I have a weird bubble in my throat. I kind of like a "Hi, Kermit the Frog here" like type thing in my throat. I don't know what's going on. I don't have any friends. Otherwise, I'd be doing this with friends. I've got 4 kids, and here's a little lesson to you, for you, and through you, that when you grow up and you have kids, your friends just kind of disappear if they don't also have kids. Now, some people are lucky and they have like a support system, but as far as me and my family go, we don't have that. We're just kind of on our own. It's just me, the somewhat wife, we're not actually married, and our 4 kids, so we have to make everything work for ourselves. But you know what? No regrets. And I'm saying, I'm stretching! I'm sorry. I love to do that in public places because it's so stupid. Anyway, so yeah, if you don't work real hard, you can end up just like me. You do a little bit of college, 10 plus years after you're out of high school. If your pull-out game is weak, you can have as many kids as me. I can't complain though. I've got a pretty decent life. Yeah, I love being a dad. I wouldn't trade it for anything. You hear people say that, and it's one of those things that makes me real sad when people just outright say, "No way am I ever having kids. I don't want to reproduce." I think you should have kids. I think you should definitely get one if you don't have one. They run around all over playgrounds playing Pokemon Go, and you can pick them up for real cheap. I mean, like, I'm talking free. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Yeah, I'm not an advocate for kidnapping. If you ever touch my kids, I'll kill you. Yeah. So, it's kind of weird to have just an open thing where you talk. Pretty much, I just want to get this, I want to do this to vomit out my ideas and stuff. I used to have a YouTube channel. I still do, actually. It's youtube.com, Lembley3, Lembley3. If you want to look at that, you can. When I first started out, it was because someone came up to me at work, because I'm kind of a weird person. And they're like, "You remind me so much of this YouTuber named Toby Turner." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'll go check him out." And then I just I binge watched all of his vlogs because I thought he was hilarious. And because of that, I picked up a lot of his mannerisms and crap. And I started making YouTube videos, and the first, 30 or so videos were, heavily inspired by him. I got compared to him a lot, saying I was trying to imitate him and stuff. And I kind of got tired of it. I made, I think, 80-some videos on that channel. And then I opened up a new channel where I played videojuegos, which our Spanish-speaking friends converted to English according to Google Translate. Means video games. And I'd play video games and people would watch me, and it was horrible at first because I jumped into it without a proper mic. I jumped into it without proper recording software, and my computer sucks monkey nuts for quarters. And I would literally upload videos with 10 to 15 frames per second for my gameplay footage, and for some reason some people would watch that, and I got that channel close to like 600 subscribers, and then it got hacked. And I lost everything, which was kind of nuts, but oh well. I don't know where I'd be today if that channel didn't get brought down. It was fun though. I had fun times. I met some people that had over 1 million subscribers, and kind of hung out with Jeb from Minecraft, and yeah, it was fun. And so now here I am. I don't really have much time to make videos and stuff anymore, and I'm sitting in my house alone right now. So I thought I'd do this just for funsies. So yeah. I would do this live, but I have Straight Talk sponsor, and I already used up 4.4 gigawatts of my 5 gigawatt monthly prescription plan, and I don't want to max that out. It's technically unlimited, but after you get over 5 gigabytes, I know I'm correctly in saying that wrong. Once you get over 5.5 gigabytes, it slows down to 2x, whatever that means, which I think is just standard like phone call time. And if it's the dial-up equivalent of cellular data. Thank you, myself. Line. So yeah, I'm not doing this live, and plus I don't think many people would actually click on this and want to chat live with me. And then you'd end up with hearing me tap my screen and stuff. By the way, I don't have a professional microphone or anything. I'm using my iPhone's microphone. I know it probably sounds like poop. I should not tap the table next to the phone because it's real loud. Come in! So yeah. I don't know. I just decided to do this because growing up, my parents always told me that I had a face for radio. So I was like, let's just give it the old college try, which I tried college, and I think if you want to ask me, college is a waste of time. I'm the first person to say it. Most jobs that you do in life, you could do with on-the-job training. College is pointless. Why do I need to go and take extra math and extra English? Now, science class I do like, to be honest. Just to be 100% 2BH. But I think college is a pointless waste of time. Of course, if you're going to be a nurse or something along those lines, yeah, that stuff is helpful to, on the job. Tech schools is more or less what college should be. If you know what you want to be when you grow up, which I still don't, then you should go to like a tech school. So let's say I wanted to be the guy on music videos that tweaks girls' nipples to keep them hard so that they are hard in music videos, which that's an actual job. Then I could go to college and learn how to do that. Can you imagine going to college and that's your job, but they can't get like any actual real women to show up, so they have unemployed like fat troll dwelling basement people to show up. Hey man, I need the money so you can tweak my nipples, but which I'm not super skinny or anything. I try not to get too fat because all of my fat seems to accumulate in my chesticle area. And maybe I could just sit there and tweak my own nipples. I've spent too long talking about tweaking nipples. So I can only upload this for 15-minute spurts, which is kind of weird to sit here and think about talking for 15 minutes straight to no one that no one's probably going to listen to. But yeah, so I can't make this too long. So I should probably stop talking about nipples. Even though I'm a huge fan of them, you know what pisses me off, okay, is when people are like, you can't breastfeed your baby here because it's disgusting. Do you know how the human race evolved? We all evolved from sucking on a nipple. We all learned how to suck on nipples, and that's why we're alive. From mommy's milk. Now, there's a lot of people walking around nowadays. Sorry, drooling. A lot of people walking around these days that were raised off of formula. And why do you think there's so many serial killers and jihadists and stuff? It's because of formula. That's the government trying to control us. They're putting the formaldehyde in the formula, and that's making us all terrorists. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay, that's not true. I just made that up on the spot, on the fly. You ever got a cold chill? Or just walk into someone's fart cloud? I have a real bad habit of walking into people's fart clouds. Like at work, I'm walking around and I'm signing papers. I had to sign a book on every single machine in this factory that I work at. And I come up and I'm like, oh, here's this girl. She's nice. She's nice to talk to. Not very attractive or anything, but she says hi to me every time I walk by. And she waves, which is kind of off-putting and weird. Because I'd walk by and 30 seconds later she'd be like, hi. Just exactly what she sounded like. So anyway, I walk up behind her and I'm like, hey. Right when I'm saying that, I take a big old breath. And guess what? Inhaled some fart fumes. Some bacon, some brownies. And the fumes from the brownies went right into my nose and mouth. And I'm like, oh. And she knew what happened. She knew because she was just hanging out in her own fart cloud, just doing her work, just hanging out in that fart cloud, thinking she was safe. Probably looked left and right. I'm a fast walker. Probably looked left and right. Ripped one, and I walked right into it. So I'm like, to her, hey, how's it going? Oh, and she could probably tell that I'm in distress. Her face is beet red because I walked right into the fart. I work with a guy, and we have one little cubicle, and sometimes we end up both being in there at the same time, and I'll walk in there, and I'll be like, hey, man, walk right into his fart cloud. I walk, God, it's terrible. People walk, I walk down halls, and I'll smell these ghost farts, and I don't know where they came from. I have this really bad habit of walking into people's fart clouds. Not fun. But they say smelling farts is actually good for you because something about the methamphetamines in the farts, it pronounces your system to do stuff. There is actually some health benefits to smelling farts. It has something to do with the methane. I know I said methamphetamines, but if you break it down at the molecular level, they're just about the same thing. So, yeah. Looks like I only got about 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. What the hell am I going to talk about for the rest of the time? I don't know. I'm drooling once again. So yeah. I don't really know anything. This is probably where I'm going to cut it off, because I'm at 13 minutes and 10, 11, 12. I could just sit here and count the whole time. That wouldn't be very fun. This has probably been very awkward to listen to. I apologize. I've been watching my little mic thing on my phone, trying not to max it out. So anyway, I'm going to come up with some artwork, all sorts of crap. If you want, you can ask me a question. I'll answer it in my next podcast. And I believe my name on Twitter is Regerts Podcast. No, Regerts Pcast at No Regerts Pcast, some shit like that. There's links and stuff in my bio. I just made it up, so I don't even know. I'm super professional. I found all these podcasts on iTunes that said how to do a podcast, and I don't see the point of listening to that. I think that's like the college of podcasts. So anyway, I'm out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you want, listen to it again. I say a lot of things in a short amount of time. I only have 48 seconds left. Until next time. Okay. Oh, time is almost up. Upgrade your account to get more live broadcasting time. Okay, bye. I'm leaving. I am leaving. Okay. Until next time.